Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the All-Regen Liverpool series, and it is now the Blackpool versus Liverpool, two pool games, and also two pool teams, and one big, well, I'm not going to say big really, but again, one player that who is not a regen is still going. It's Paul Pogba. He's 37, and I don't think he's the. Well, he's just signed. I thought he may have actually been the captain. Look at that, Paul Pogba, veteran midfielder. Wow, where's he been? Ah, of course, he was at Newcastle, wasn't he, for ages? He went to France for a bit, which was a bit weird. Did alright, to be fair to him. But he found a home at Newcastle, so I wonder if that's a bit of a thing for the future, maybe. And yeah, he has just signed for Blackpool, so apart from that, I don't know anyone else. So looking at our team, fairly young team this, with Jackson, Barton, Gala, Liddell, Lopez, Labars also. He got his he got his debut now. I should actually point out about one or two things. That's just reminded me of not played this for a while. This is Matthew Labars. I can't remember if I signed him or not, if I showed you, but he's played the one game. Here's my new left back, because I was in desperate need of a new left back because I only had two. I mean, admittedly they were both excellent. There was more some cover, if anything. He's 30, same as Sadler, and you know, he's been good. He's been all over the place. I can't remember if I showed you, but something happened in the cup. We lost basically. Not done particularly well in the cup competitions. Get knocked out in both third rounds. So yeah, we kind of failed here. Jason Maloney, as you saw, got a goal, but Silvani was diabolically bad, so the goalkeeper wasn't too great either. Dan Liddell. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing a fairly similar team here. But yeah, we really did not turn up in this. In fairness, though, West Brom did at the same time, but it was just poor. You know, it was just one of those games that nothing went for you, and I was really annoyed. But I'm going to put faith back in them now as we take on Blackpool. A lot of similar players here, but you know, it's a fresh day now. That was horrible. I basically played that one game. Was like, I'm not playing for the rest of the day. Fuck this. So I'm going to hopefully give them another opportunity with a fresh mind, and let's see what they do. So yeah, Labars, who has been, I'll just show you him real quick. Actually, he's been all over the place. He's been at City he's been at City. So I'm thinking of someone else. He's at Paris Saint-Germain, Roma, Lorient, Ipswich, which was a bit weird. You know, look at that. He's never really found a place. Sounds like really. I mean, Rennes, Man City, obviously was bought. Oldham, Sheffield United, Bruges, Ipswich. So yeah, he's absolutely all over the place. So see if he can, I'm going to say find a home, or at least maybe even finish his career here. Who knows? But of course, he has to get past one of the best players in the world to stamp his authority on that being number one left midfielder. And there goes Silvani. Well, he's made up for his truly lacklustre performance in the FA Cup. Now, I didn't show you that. Now, I'm not, I just like to point out, taking a dive to make this series shorter or anything. I just want to point that out. That that is the first time this happened to me, I'll admit. But I don't know. We just have had no. I just couldn't. I just kind of. I don't know. I just genuinely don't know what happened there. Nothing that I can explain it from. So, yeah, we just had a shitty cup run. Simple as that. I did not do anything intentional. You know, we were in the lead through Jason Maloney, so you know, I didn't just throw the game. It was just poor play performances, but they seem okay here for now. Silvani looking comfortable, but putting a bit more faith in my young centre backs here, Golla and Liddell, and hopefully hopefully we'll make light work of this Blackpool team. Mainly because they're not doing particularly well at the moment in the league. I don't have nothing against Blackpool. I supported them in the playoffs when they took on West Ham. I had a terrible day that day. Backed both Bayern Munich and Blackpool. Dear me. Anyway, yeah, so I've got nothing against them, but they are not doing particularly well in the league so far, so you would have to think, yeah, we should probably win. We are dominating at the moment. I think didn't we play them, like, wasn't it the first game of the season or something, we've already played them? I can't even remember. But I've completely forgotten everything. But here we go with a Blackpool chance. Ooh. Because I'll tell you what, if there may have even been, there was a Blackpool player there, he could have, well, that would have been an easy tap in. But thank God it wasn't. Let's have a look at Labar's delivery's alright, and Jackson has another goal. It's 2. Tell you what, this kid, I say it every time, he is looking good, isn't he? Decent delivery from Mathieu Labar's there. Whipped in, Goller did well. A little bit unlucky not to be able to apply the finish there, good block, but Jackson, look, came off the guy standing on the line. He didn't even move. Literally, not even flinch. The ball hit him, and he was just like, whatever. But it's a good, well, to be fair, he may as well have flinched, because it may have changed the ball direction somehow. Don't know how that would work. Well, whatever's happened, it's 2-0. And the 2 forwards who, and Langeveld off the line, that was going to go straight in. Now, is that Kenny Smith? I don't know. Remember, of course, him, like from a few years ago, for those watching. I thought he was decent. To be fair, there was that guy. I've had loads of youngsters before. This was way before I upgraded my facilities. I had loads of like youngsters who were punching way above the weight, and actually did quite well. But their potential and ability wasn't that good either. So it was like, well, what do we do with them? You know, you're in a really sticky situation then. So I had to get rid of them. But they did well, to be fair. He scored against Arsenal. I think he scored against, who was it, like Galatasaray or someone. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of decent players. I don't know if that's the same guy or not. He's probably a bit older now. He's probably like in his mid-20s or something. Remember, I think I introduced them way too early, to be honest. Silvani's up for this today, isn't he? Oof. Very much so. Young and old there, Lopez versus Pogba. I just, you know, I love the idea that when you get into this sort of stage in the game, it's like, Paul Pogba is a veteran. It's just, you can't wrap your head around that, can you? It's like, I don't know, it's like you can't comprehend how small we are in the universe type of thing, you know, with humans and that. It's the same sort of thing, just 20 years in the future. It's like, whereas he's still at Man United, at least at the time of recording this. I don't know where he'll be in the future. Is he at Man United? Yeah, he is. Sorry, I'm thinking of Ravel Morrison. Yeah, he's still at Man United, but whether he's obviously still going to be there by the end of the transfer window this summer, I don't know. But he looks alright, Pogba. He looks alright. I love his name. I think I've said this once or twice before, but Pogba, it sounds like the name they'd give to Didier Drogba on like Pro Evo because they couldn't get his name license or something, you know. And there's Labar's with a shot. I think if you have been watching this, well, not the series as such, but you know, if you have watched the series, you may recognise his name. He has played against us a few times, and that's not good. Silvani. We will bring on then. Don't really want 2 young players, but we'll give it a go anyway. We'll have Aiden Taylor and Joe Jackson, the 2, well, potentially 2 leading strikers of the future. We'll see how they do. A lot of young talent in this team, as I say. Really happy with what they're doing, and there's Maya. Oh my, I still don't know how to pronounce it. Mainly because, yeah, it's like, how do I pronounce fictional names? You've got no one else to sort of lean on and say, how do I pronounce this name? Watch the commentator, and that was a really good chance for Hassel. He probably should have scored there. Well, it doesn't matter, it's half time, 2-0. Let's see, don't think the job is done. Because I've, especially with these 2 up front, with Taylor and Jackson up front, I really don't want anyone's head to just go now and just completely lose focus. Because now we haven't got like absolute super quality up front. Well, not that Silvani is super quality, but he is capable of goals, as we saw. We don't know if Taylor and Jackson, although Jackson has scored, as I say, and has scored plenty of goals this season, for certainly for his age. It's like, well, he's quite weak still, isn't it? Let's be honest here. He's they haven't got the exact experience to hold a team for very long. So this is why I'm able to do it at 2-0 up. This is the time I'd say I would recommend throwing them in. It is very difficult, and I am, as I've said before several times, I am not the best when it comes to. It's probably my biggest weakness on FM is judging when to throw a player into the first team. Whether Lee Barton there in goal, whether he is it's the right time to throw him in, I don't know, but it's really difficult just trying to decide. But we look okay so far. I mean, it's 20 minutes to go, we're still 2-0 up, and There's a chance for Taylor, who is offside. And we will take off. Might as well take Jackson off. Bring Shaw on. Why not? Make another sub in about 5 or 10 minutes. Again, yeah, potential youngster. He took a while to really sort of catch the eye, but I think he's settled now. You know, I think you just need sort of need them, to be settled for a while, and then once they are settled, they'll be fine. Just got to get through that initial period of settling in. A lot of people always overlook, in my opinion. Even I do sometimes. I think it's because naturally we're not particularly patient. The people who play this, you don't want to be patient. It's a video game. You have no time to be patient. Labar's impressing again there. He's looked pretty decent. Much better than his showing against West Brom, I have to say. There's Taylor coming forward. Chance for another one for Hasley, who's not. I don't know. He's looked a little bit sloppy. I suppose probably should have had a goal today. Then again, that's him though, isn't he? He's always very difficult to judge. Christian Hasley's been always very difficult to judge. Got to hold on now for the next 10 minutes, or hold on. We're 2-0 up. Just got to make sure we don't do anything stupid in the next 10 minutes, and we should be fine. Never know with this team, though. Well, there you go. That's game over. Shaw with the goal. What's that? Run continues. Are we not going to have any? Oh, usually it says this will be X games without defeat. But no, well, that's good. Jackson and Shaw both getting on the goal sheet there. Curran just absolutely off. Goalkeeper should have done better there, really, shouldn't he? To be honest, make one more sub. I'm probably going to give Bergen. Yeah, I think because Forbes is so good, he has kind of edged Bergen out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bergen. As I say, I do like to play him. He is a very good player, but he just he's just been edged out by Forbes because he is just so good. But I'd say they're on equal footing. But Forbes seems to be, the game seems to favour Forbes as like a sort of global superstar, whereas I don't think Bergen is. He's near. I think he is as well, but not in the same sort of sense. If that makes any sense. I just realised I just said sense a lot there. But not much for the goalkeepers to do. Well, that's what you want, really, isn't it? Taylor looks bright. Shaw looks good. I haven't seen too much of them, to be fair, but still, for what it's worth, not too bad. Look at this one, Langeveld. Oh dear. Labar's have to have a look at his shooting, I suppose. Didn't particularly look impressive with his shooting either against West Brom. There we go. So 3-0 at Blackpool. Very good. Kadane is man of the match. Everyone had a good game. Even Mayer, even though 7, that's okay, apparently. Taylor, again, bear in mind he is like 16, so he's just still finding his feet, I suppose. So 3 points is now the gap, obviously with a game in hand over Man City. We'll see how they do. I think we wear the early kickoff. Key players conceded 3, rating of 6.4. Yeah, what a key player he proved to be. I know he's the goalkeeper, but to be fair, he made 1 or 2 decent saves. Now let's see. It always takes its time. It seems to know when I'm recording, because it usually just flies through the afternoon games. But no, it's taking its sweet time at the moment. Come on. I won't have this problem in FM13, trust me. Shouldn't do anyway. 4-3, look at that. Chelsea and Huddersfield. Wow. Arsenal beating Everton there, who are way down. I'll show you the table in a minute. Everton are doing very poorly. So, Silvani, 9 to 11 days. Cool. How many is that? 7 games. Okay, I'll show you the league. Don't know when City are playing. That'll be then tomorrow, I assume, or on the Monday even. Yeah, this is the league as it stands. Not too sure why Everton are all the way down there. It's quite unusual. And yeah, apart from that, Sunderland are still within touching, almost like touching distance, but they are within some form or another. Not too far away from Manchester United. They're in sixth place, to break that sort of monopoly of the top six. I wonder if it'll happen. We'll have to see. Anyway, we move on, as I say, to the next game, which is a big one. It's 8 days away, so I'm really happy that I was able to rest a lot of players for this. They're going to get a good long rest, and I'm going to be really fresh for the big one. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we possibly knock Tottenham out of this title race if they mess up. I think they were playing tomorrow. If they mess up there and we beat them, could they be out the title race? Ooh, we'll find out anyway. I'll see how they did in the next video. And until then, lads, I will see you then. So give the video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.